Good morning, everybody. Got your coffee? I got mine. I'm dragging a little bit this morning. So today's the day where I'm finally going to call the woodman out here and have him stack us up. Give us our first stack. It took us a minute. Usually, I have it done by this time of year, but on that first stack, it's going to take a full load because, by the end of the year, you're down to nothing. So at the season, you have to get the whole rack full. And it used to be a time when you can get that whole rack. I could get it filled for $60. They want 3 times that now. 3 times that just to burn some wood. Everything costs so much money now. Everything costs so much money now. And I can't speak for nobody but me and my husband, but everything is going up except for our checks. Everything. Excuse me. Anyway, but it's easy peasy. You just call them out. They stack it up for you and everything. I just got to move my car so that they can pull the pickup truck in the back into the driveway. They stack up my wood rack real nice and high and tall. And then you just cash app them. You don't never have to even say a word to them. So it's easy. It's just the money part. That's the part that is not as easy. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. What I don't do as a black person? Let me tell you one of the things that I don't do. And I just want, black people to really think about what I'm about to say here. Because it's the truth, it's not a lie. As a black person, someone who counts myself conscious enough where I am aware and I have a strong grasp on racial nuance. I think I never listen to white people talk about black people. Never, under any circumstances, do I ever listen to white people talk about black people. I don't give a fuck what the topic is, what the subject matter is. I never listen to white people talk about black people because to me, that's always sus. It is. And I think that black people who are not as conscious, quite as conscious, don't view it as sus because your level of consciousness isn't where it should be. Not if you're not seeing that for what it is. And what it is pandering to the black community in order to be able to make money off the attention of black people. Because why aren't white people talking about white people? Y'all don't find that suspicious? They've got more than enough to talk about in their communities to bring in an audience. More than enough. These white people who call themselves social justice warriors, the ones who have never had real boots to the ground, they have not marched, they have not had meetings with lawmakers, they have not participated in NAACP meetings, they have not really supported any of that kind of work that they are doing beyond TikTok or beyond YouTube. And I'm not saying that TikTok, social media, it can't be a powerful tool in getting out information and making people aware of things. Just follow black people though that's talking about the same thing. Why don't you trust black people to give you that information? Why do you always run to people like Danish, our exorcist, Tizian, and those who, and all the rest of them, who call themselves social justice warriors when they really don't have no real receipts to give themselves that credit? Why can't you listen to... It's so many black people that do this work. And whenever one of them gets dragged down my timeline because some black person that I follow has reposted them so they come down my timeline, if they are talking about something that is relevant, something that is important, like a young brother that got killed by police. I'm going to get that young brother's name, and then I'm immediately going to put it in my search bar, and I'm going to go to credible news sources to get the information that I want. And then trust me, there are more than enough black people who are also reporting on that story. But the only reason why their stories don't come down the timeline is because y'all keep giving y'all attention to these white people. And they make a lot of money off y'all attention, because guess what? It's not white people that's following them as a collective. It's y'all black people. And again, work on your internalized racism. Unpack why it is you feel like they are somehow more qualified to talk to you about these matters than somebody like, say, Goddess Mia or Conscious Lee or The Fold. Why is it that you feel like they are more conscious? I will see black person after black person after black person tagging in these white creators, helping them make lots of money off of black pain, black community issues, black suffering, and black trauma. Y'all do it all the time. Keep our pain, our trauma, and our business in-house. Keep it in-house. That's one of the first things that you need to be learning as someone who's deconstructing internalized racism. Learn how to gatekeep that shit. White people got enough to talk about. And let me tell you something else too that I find suspicious about these types of white creators that do this. Shouldn't it be, because I know it was for me as a former activist, shouldn't it be, if you're going to talk about young black men or young black women or black women who are being racially victimized by the police, shouldn't it be a natural gravitation to want to talk about those systems that put in place that allow for these conditions to exist? But they ain't never talking about that. Why do you think that is? I talk about it all the time. Unpack that. I don't care if they're talking about a black actor or a black musician that died that day. I don't want to hear them talking about black people, because white people got more than enough to worry about in their own communities. Enough. And they need to be concentrating and focusing on their own communities the same way we need to be concentrating and focusing on ours. But you see very, very, very few of them doing that. Why do you think that really, really is? Why do you think they care more about black business than they do white business? I find that suspicious, and you should too. If you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee or support my platform, I'll leave my Cash App and Venmo down in the comments. While y'all think on that, have a good day.